Real quick, y'all. I gotta leave this song by comments. One of my favorite songs of all time. You read the comments, man. You'll see how some people say this song brought them to tears. But one of the things in the song that he said that really stood out with me was he said, "Save the war stories for Private Ryan." And I think some people caught some feelings off the video I posted of whoever that individual was. You notice I didn't show who they was. Um, I do have filters. I didn't show her channel or who she was, but I did show her face and what she had to say. Okay. Now people want me to stop dimming my light. And when I stop dimming my light, you better suck it up and move the fuck on and stop catching feelings about people who you don't know nothing about. I don't give a fuck how many subscribers somebody got out there. I don't give a fuck how much people like this individual. If I decide to say something about anybody in particular, male or female, I'm going to say it for a reason. Save the war stories for Private Ryan. What we have been through in our lives is not your rites to initiation. I said again, the war stories that we've been through in our lives, that is not your rites of passage. If anybody thinks that your drama, your little drama, you one person out of billions of people, your little shit story drama that you've been through in your life, and I guarantee you, it probably ain't as worse as mine. But guess what? I treat you guys like the boy next door. I don't come here with a drama story for you. It's almost like people want me to start crying or something. Like people want me to throw a fit and see me go out. Like, is the circus still going on or what? While people talk about, promise me, sweet nothings. Now, I'm not that it's not nothing. I'm just saying, I've been lied to all my life. The fuck I'm supposed to flip? Oh, that's so good. Like, you motherfuckers, I'm not no goofy. I was raised on the west side of Chicago. I was raised in a tough neighborhood. I didn't come from no suburbs. I didn't come from, I grew up in Chicago. People who come out of Chicago are tough. I'm looking for a guy who can beat me in vice grips. Please, I need some guys to show up and challenge me in this goddamn vice grip. I want to see who really tough out here. Tired of all this screen shit with women talking and talking about how they feel and all this shit. Your war story is not your rites of passage. But I'm gonna leave this link, y'all. I ain't gonna stay on here. Let me see how we got on this phone because I want to upload this shit. I gotta go. Yeah, people think they war stories is their rite of passage to God and to the ancestors and to enlightenment, and because of what they went through, now you can, guys. I'm never going to be talking about war stories on YouTube with you guys before or after the fact. Do you hear what I'm saying to you? Because I do not want to teach the people that their war stories is your rites of passage. Your war stories is not your rites of passage. I've said this before. Your war stories is some war stories for a bunch of crybaby people who don't want to grow up and accept that what they went through was a lesson and for them to move forward. How can you talk about God like everything's all good and you still talking about your war stories? You're supposed to get to a point where you're not even talking about that shit no more. You know what you want? You don't want people to look at you and say, man, that motherfucker been through a lot. You want people not to know nothing about you, and then they will indirectly find out what you've been through, maybe indirectly, whether you write a book or something like that. And then they'll say, wow, I didn't even know he went through that. I would have never known. I met him in person. I would have never known. That is your rites of passage. Capiche?